This is Lewis Hart from Into Boxing. Delighted today to be joined with Brad Ray. How are we?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. All good, thank you.
Massive fight for you. Arguably the biggest of your professional career. What was it like for you when you first got offered this fight?
Yeah, you know, it was. I was buzzing. You know, obviously finding out my first title fight could be in my hometown of Manchester, and it was a fight that we were chasing for a while. Well, not a fight that we were chasing for a while, a title that we were chasing for a while, and you know, we had our eyes set on it since the first Denny Riverbend fight. You know, I was like, right, I want to win over this at some point. So you know, it was great for my team. You know, I was my manager Steve, and obviously Ben and Boxer. This is the fight I want. This is the fight I want, and you know, they've delivered. So yeah, it's just down to me now. Saturday night, they've delivered. It's time for me to deliver.
Absolutely. I mean, Boxer have produced some great domestic fights, and this is just another one of them. I remember we done an interview. You might not remember it. We done an interview a few months ago, and you said to me that you wanted the English title. I'm sure you know Tyler Denny's a great opponent. You know, he's a great dance partner for you. I'm sure it makes it a little bit special having that English title on it as well.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's kind of the route. Since I turned pro, me and my coach Blaine, that we discussed about going that domestic route, you know, winning, picking up titles. I would have liked to have boxed for the central area, but you know, the opportunity never came up. But yeah, going that route and being in tough 50-50 fights early on in your career, you know, against these domestic lads. Character building fights, you know, I've been in them earlier on. You know, I've took fights which other fighters at that stage of career wouldn't have took. And I think fights like that, you know, have made me ready for this fight with Tyler. And fights like Saturday night will prepare me for what's to come in the future.
Absolutely. I mean, Tyler Denny's been in there with some really good competition. I mean, the domestic level of 160 is brilliant. You know, how important is it for you now? Like this is a big step up in your pro career to learn off someone like Tyler. You know, to be in the ring with him, where he's been in the ring with, you know, some real stiff competition as well.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's a fight where, you know, I'm going into uncharted territory. He's been there and he's done it before multiple times. Like you say, he's boxed at a good level, and I think that level he's boxed at, people have thought maybe I'm just a little bit shy off recently. But my plan is Saturday night to get the win, and then, you know, throw my name in the mix, and you know, I think I'm ready for some of them names.
Like I said, it's a domestic Shark Tank with the likes of yourself, Tyler Denny, Hamza Shiraz, Denzel Bentley, all these guys that are just killers. What would you say makes yourself different to the rest of the guys that really, you know, you could put yourself at the top of the tree?
You know, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm at the top yet. You know, I'm still learning. I think we're going to get there. But you know, it's a process, and I think that's why it's important. You know, the route we've took to pick the right fights at the right time, and you know, when them opportunities arise, then to be ready for them. Like I say, it's a great division, and the thing is with me, I've shown it in the past, I've shown it now, I'm going to show it in the future. You know, I don't care who I'm fighting. You know, I'll fight anyone. I'll go on an away show if I have to. You know, I'll be the underdog. I'm not fussed. I'm ready to put it on the line.
I'm sure it makes it a little bit extra special, this being in Manchester. Do you feel like a little bit, you know, is there, you know, it's always that extra incentive fighting in your hometown, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I think it can go kind of one of two ways. You know, you'll either freeze or you'll rise to the occasion. And for me, you know, I think it's just going to give me that extra push on fight night. And you know, we all seen what happened last time I boxed at Manchester Arena. So you know, we're looking for another career best performance. It
weren't too bad, was it? Obviously, fighting on the same night is Ricky Hatton, who's been alongside your career. Been alongside your career. How special is that for you to, you know, share fighting on the same night? Is that something you'd ever imagined when you first linked up with him?
No way. It's crazy. It's crazy to think. You know, I've gone from sitting in row Z when he boxed Lozcano at the Etihad Stadium, you know, in the cheap seats, watching him as a fan, to now I do pads with him. You know, I have him in my corner, and now I'm sharing a card with him. It's a dream come true for someone who, when I was a kid, you know, he was my hero, he was my idol. You know, it's been great sharing the camp with him. You know, we've been getting in together because we're on the same date, doing sessions, just me and him. And yeah, you know, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a good night for both of us.
Is it one of them sort of pinch yourself moments where you can't quite believe it? Like you said, you've gone from fight, you know, you've gone from being in the cheap seats to, you know, being in the same night as him. That's something special for, you know, not many boxers can dream of sharing a card with their idols, and you have the ability to do that.
Yeah, a little bit. Weirdly, it sounds weird to say this, but it's normal now. You know, he's not Ricky Hatton. He's just Rick.
That's all you know.
But then when I look back at old pictures and stuff, and I think, wow, you know, I've come a long way. And like you say, you know, we're both ready, we're both excited, and we're both going to get the job done.
Brad, thank you. Really appreciate this interview, and best of luck for Saturday night, mate. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.